Hi everyone, come back to Level TV. This is the Arsenal versus Manchester United preview. Manchester United traveled to the Emirates after a very well fought victory against Everton. And yeah, one of the biggest, probably the biggest rivalry in the Premier League era. And this is almost very big task here from Ruben Amorim. So far, he's been pretty good for us so far. He's proven himself to be a good manager. But tomorrow will be his first real test as a United manager up against Arsenal, one of the best teams in the league. And yeah, that Emirates as well. I don't normally say this, but yeah, I will take a draw definitely tomorrow. Um, but yeah, I don't know what can happen. I think Arsenal are the heavy favorites, but yeah, I'm looking to Sunday's match tomorrow. So yeah, I've got Eddie here with me, Sam, and thoughts on tomorrow's game.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge task for Man United because Arsenal have been looking great. You're probably playing Arsenal at the wrong time.
Yeah,
So for Man United, I think it'll be interesting to see if they can carry us over because obviously it's all good and all beating Leicester City and beating Everton by big margins, but it's another thing to do it against Arsenal to show that kind of performance because Arsenal is obviously huge. Obviously, Arsenal's way better than both of those teams. And
yeah.
obviously, it's going to be even more harder with the fact that Lisandro Martinez and Kobe Minu are suspended. That's
Yeah.
going to even be more impressive. So, I think for Man United, I think they should get. I think this will be a difficult game, and we'll see if Man United are really, truly there. And Arsenal, as I said, man, they gotta play a lot of catch up because obviously they're trying to win a Premier League this season. So,
Yeah.
they both teams probably really need the win here desperately. So.
I agree with that. I think because for United, I think listen, like we're only like a few points, 4 or 5 points off top four. So, you know, disrupting that, but dropping like if we lose tomorrow, then that'd be bad for that. But at the same time, Arsenal and Liverpool don't look like they're gonna stop. And yeah, like there's already such a big gap. I think 9 points it is, so it could be potentially 12 point, not 12 because we won't win. I don't think we'll win, but at least could be potentially 11 point gap by tomorrow. So that'd be pretty bad for us. That hopes.
Yeah. So I was like, can I actually share some of the insights coming into this game because I actually think some of the insights are interesting.
Yeah.
So it says right here, according to Google, Arsenal never have won three of the last three Premier League games against Manchester United. They have never won 4 in a row against the Red Devils in their league history. Wow, I did not know that.
All right.
Did you know that?
Nope.
Manchester United have lost 7 of their last 9 Premier League away games against Arsenal and are winless in 6 visits in the Emirates, losing the last 3 in a row. Arsenal's last 3 Premier League home games against Manchester United have seen them win 3-1, 3-2, and 3-1 again. The last team to score 3+ goals in more consecutive home league games against the Red Devils were the Gunners themselves, who did so 7 times in a row between 1970 and 1978. Arsenal have won just 2 of their 17 evening kickoffs against Manchester United in the Premier League, though one of those was their most recent such in home game in January 2020. Manchester United have won 6 of the last 7 midweek Premier League games, with 3 games producing 38 goals in total. So I think some of the insights are pretty interesting. I think it's pretty balanced. There's some in favor of Arsenal, some in favor of United. So
Yeah, the Emirates is a very tough place. Even I would say with Ten Hag, we were at our absolute best in our first season. And even at our first season, when we were at the top of our game, winning Carabao Cups, beating Barcelona, no offense, in the Europa League, we were even during that time we lost 3-2 at the Emirates, and we played well as well. We gave him a good game, but even then they were the better team. I think they've even improved since then. I think we've gotten worse. So yeah, it's not a very favorable tomorrow. And yeah, I think as for the suspensions with Mayo and Martinez, I think they will be a big miss. I guess we can talk about that here when with the lineups, I guess. So I'll get to that. All right. Say Onana and goal. And by the way, Onana is, in my opinion, may seem a bit of a stretch, but I watched him a lot this season, of course. And I would say he's been the best so far. At the end of the season might be different, but so far, in my opinion, he's been the best keeper in the league because most clean sheets, and he's hardly put a foot wrong this season. So yeah, I think it's having a fantastic season.
Yeah, he's probably the best keeper in the Premier League.
Right now on form, yeah. Back three, it's interesting. I think Lenny Yoro, I do believe, is traveling with a squad, but we can't throw him in a game like this.
Yeah, it's too risky
Yeah,
to
so I
start him.
think I'll go for Luke Shaw at not Dell. In the middle, I think it'll be at Delete in the middle. Then I think Mazdawi, he's done well in that center back position. We'll put him there. And then left center back, Luke Shaw. I think he's the best candidate to
I feel
play.
like Evans might start.
Against the Pulse, but I think against Ipswich, I believe he was pretty bad. I remember.
I
And
don't know.
also,
I just feel like Evans is more likely since Luke Shaw. Actually, has Luke Shaw really played a lot? I don't.
no, he's come out of bench like against Ipswich, and
Oh, okay.
I think against Ipswich and Everton, I know he came on. Against Bournemouth as well, he might have come off the bench.
So okay. I don't know. I mean, I feel like Amorim's gonna pick Evans because he's a natural center back. Shaw isn't so, but we'll see, man. I might be wrong.
So, but I remember in I think it was Ten Hag's first season, because Sandro was out for like a lot of the second part of the season, and Shaw played instead of him, and he played well then.
Yeah. Actually, maybe. Oh, I think Evans started that time because Shaw was injured, so that's probably why. Yeah. Okay. So then, I guess Shaw will start. So
Yeah, sorry about that. Left wing back, I think maybe Dallo. I do remember last time, I think we played him at Emirates. I think it was 3-1 last season. Dallo actually had a very good game against Saka. But of course, but for now, in a different system, I still feel like Dalot's getting used to the back five.
man,
And
I remember Gabriel Jesus destroyed Delote there.
yeah, man, bad memories. But he played well against Saka at least. So we have a take hope we can get but I think I think I wouldn't say he's fallen off massively. He still has some good games this season, but I don't know, he's not been as good as he was last season. I think it's because of Ten Hag and the transition from him to Amorim. I think it's because of that, but I think hopefully he'll do well tomorrow.
Oh, I did hear. I don't know if you heard about this. This is a little off topic. I did hear that Real Madrid are interested in signing Delote. I heard they're interested in buying him.
I mean, I would be worried about that, but I mean, I haven't heard like the likes of Romano and Owen say that. So
Yeah, they haven't said that.
Yeah, so
yeah. And personally, for me, I think it would be stupid to sell Delote middle of the season. That'd be
no, that won't happen.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. If it does happen, it'll probably be in the summer.
And also, I think Delo also kind of has that Portuguese link with Amorim.
Yeah, I think I saw the report because Real Madrid, they need a right back, so that's probably why the report came.
Right wing back Amad Diallo, probably our best player right now so far with Amorim.
Diallo's been amazing,
incredible. And wait, who is the right back? Ben White, right? So left back. I'll be left back. Left back is who's it? Timber or Calafiori?
Or it might be. I think it's Calafiori. Let me double check.
That'd be interesting about it. And meanwhile, we can get into midfield. Midfield is obviously going to be interesting. I think our best midfield pivot is Mino Nagarte, but of course Mino is out. Instead of him, you could Ericsson. Just no for me in this game. That's way too risky.
Yeah, he's too slow. Arsenal expose him.
Yeah, I think I'll go for Mason Mount. He actually had a decent game against Bournemouth. Granted,
I feel like Ugarte is going to start.
No, he will. That's second midfielder.
So you're saying because on the foot mob they're saying that Ugarte Casemiro is going to play.
Casemiro, you could do that, but I don't know. I feel like Casemiro is a bit slow. I think Mount provides few more energy in the midfield, and also Casemiro, Ugarte and Casemiro are both more defensive players, whereas Mason Mount is kind of more a number 8.
I feel like you don't need 2 defensive. You only need 1 defensive. I think 2 defensive is a bit too cautious, I think.
Yeah, and I feel like that Mino and Mount, Mount and Ugarte, I think it's a very mobile midfield pivot. And I think Mount had a good game as well against Bournemouth. I mean, granted, he did play at number 10, but still, I think he had a good game. And hopefully, he needs to step up tomorrow if he does play. So, front 3 is actually interesting. I think Garnacho does play. Actually, no, not be Rashford.
I think it's gonna be Bruno, Højlund, and Rashford.
Yeah, Højlund. Yeah, because Højlund he didn't come off the bench as well against Everton, so he's fully rested for this game. But shout out to Zirkzee as well though, because I think off the bench he could be a threat. And yeah, honestly, I think this is I mean, Banana, Shortlet, Mazdawi, Diallo, Mount Garden in front of Rashford, and Bruno. I think that's actually a pretty decent 11. Is it good enough to beat Arsenal? Probably not. But yeah, I think we can give him a good game in that team.
Oh yeah. According to FootMob, it says here that they're expecting Maguire to start. Do you think there's any chance of that happening or no? Because I don't think it's gonna happen.
It could happen, but I feel like Shaw would be the much more reasonable choice.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think has Maguire played. I don't think Maguire's played much under Amorim.
No, he just came back from injury.
Oh yeah. I don't think Maguire's gonna come. Oh yeah, I forgot Maguire was injured.
Yeah, it was injured. But yeah, I think tomorrow is gonna be a very interesting game. Of course, Arsenal.
Yeah.
Do they have any injuries?
Let me just see. So Arsenal have 3 injuries. They have Mikel Moreno out. He's like a squad player. I don't think it's a big blow.
Yeah.
Ben White is injured, and Tomiyasu is injured.
So like one first team amazing.
Yeah, can I tell you the Arsenal 11 if you don't mind?
Yeah.
11. So this is expected 11. This isn't the, by the way, official one. So I'm guessing. So I believe goalkeeper will be Raya. Raya is a good goalkeeper. And then Calafiori, I think, will be started left back. And then Gabriel Saliba, that partnership. And then Timber's going to start right back.
Good player, yeah. Good player.
Yeah. And then midfield's going to be Partey, Rice, Odegaard. And then front three is going to be Saka, Martinelli, Havertz. So which players do you think Man United need to like man mark and like make sure they don't get into the game?
I think with Saka, obviously. Saka or Odegaard would be the main threats. Saka has a pretty good record as well against United. But yeah, I mean, I think Saka, he'll be playing off the right, so I believe it'll be Dalot off his side. I mean, hopefully, I think Dalot and Shaw working together might be able to handle Saka. We'll have to see about that. Middle of the park is a bit concerning, of course, because Mount, I think he could have a good game, but I worry about Mount defensively. I mean, can he like do the defensive work? Because if he can't, then I think the midfield might be a bit open.
Yeah, and Odegaard, we know how good of a quality player he is. He's obviously the captain of Arsenal as well, very integral as well.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have that Odegaard Bruno battle tomorrow. See who comes out on top.
I mean, I think in terms of tactics, I think I think it's at their home as well. I think Arsenal will have more possession. I feel like Amram will have to do a bit more counter attack on against them tomorrow.
Yeah, although to be fair, Amorim does. Arsenal fans probably don't like Amorim because of remember a few years ago.
Europa League.
Yeah, Europa League exit.
Football heritage.
Yeah, Sporting knocked out Arsenal in the Europa League a few years ago. So
yeah, I mean, I'm pretty. I mean, listen, I think if we lose, I feel like it's okay. Okay, like as long as we give them a good game, I feel like the result doesn't really matter because I don't think people are expecting us to win. I think people aren't even expecting us to draw. But as long as we give them a good game, it's fine, in my opinion.
So you're saying like as long as you see some signs that okay, it's better than Ten Hag, then you're okay with the loss.
Yeah, like if we play like last 3 games, I can see a pattern of play. I can see what we're doing. But if we completely abandon that tomorrow, then that's a concern. But if we play that same way and give them a decent game, but we lose because they're a better team, which they are, then I feel like that's acceptable.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Arsenal this season, they're looking fantastic. I mean, they just scored 5 goals in back-to-back games, which I haven't seen in a long time. So, yeah, Arsenal like in red hot form, and for Man United, I feel like you guys are on hot form too. But I feel like Arsenal has been more impressive. They beat West Ham Sporting, and with all due respect, it's Leicester and Everton. I think we know which teams are better.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be interesting as well because actually we haven't really seen this system. I mean, to be fair, one thing to actually point out as well is that this system. I mean, I would say, of course, Man City weren't at their best at all, but they do have a better team than Sporting, and this system worked very well against them.
Yeah, I'll just be fair. Man City were in bad form, so I mean, now you just see how bad they are. So, I mean, I'm not taking any credit away from Sporting. Obviously, they deserve the credit, but like this is a Manchester City team that's kind of been in free fall recently. So, I don't want to get into too much praise.
Yeah, what I'm saying is like the system might work against a better team, like it did in that game.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see with Ruben Amorim. He has a good record against Arteta. So Arteta, man, maybe, and I'm sure he wants to get revenge.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, of course, I mean, this it'll be a hype game as well tomorrow. Of course, because it's United Arsenal, biggest rival in Premier League era, and yeah, I mean, also I think we can say that yeah, I mean, if Pep, I think if Pep leaves in the summer, then yeah, it'll be the end of the City Liverpool era, and yeah, frankly, it's not even a rivalry. Like, look at Liverpool fans; they weren't even like they're like they weren't they didn't even like with Arsenal, whenever they beat United, it's all about
Animosity.
yeah, animosity. And it's like if like at United, of course we're worried about losing to them and their team because it's bad for our team. But it's also like, oh man, like if as a United fan, like if we lose against Arsenal, then I'll be like, oh man, Arsenal fans are gonna attack us like hell. But with Liverpool City, I mean there are no City fans, so who's gonna attack Liverpool, even if they do lose?
Yeah, and I'm sorry, the whole like Manchester City Liverpool thing. Don't give me that crap as a rivalry. I see Pep and Klopp hugging each other.
Not fair. No,
No,
there's
no,
way too much respect there. So much respect.
dude. I would never. I don't think I'll ever see for. I don't think this ever. Well, maybe you know this better than I do, but I'm pretty sure Sir Alex Ferguson and Arsene Wenger never hugged each other.
No, it was complete. It was complete animosity. And you see stuff like I think you probably heard of like the incident with Roy Keane and Vieira, the tunnel, and like all the. I mean, if you look at all the like, there's so many iconic games from between United and Arsenal. I mean, Liverpool, Man City. There's like there were good games of football, but there wasn't really any like fire in those games. That rivalry, which is there. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
also, as much as people say it's a rivalry, it's a bit of a one-sided because I mean, Liverpool only got one Premier League title.
I
Manchester
was
City got
saying,
like
now saying lockdown.
yeah 6. So like, oh yeah,
And even
did you see Pep holding his 6 fingers?
yeah, Liverpool literally turned Pep into Jose Mourinho.
Okay, a bit off topic here, but I actually kind of enjoyed it to be fair because most players and most managers are nowadays are too friendly. I want to see some more like beef. I want to see some more like toxicity. Like that was actually kind of
I feel
interesting.
like I feel like Sir Alex, I feel like I remember Sir Alex, even though he played like that at era that you're talking about, Sir Alex lived that, and like I don't think I've ever seen him do anything like that, because like he's never been rattled like that by a fan base.
Yeah, so Pep Guardiola, man, you're. I feel like people are still very reactionary. Like you're still an amazing manager. Let's not get it twisted here.
He's a amazing manager, but I feel like people are criticizing the fact that it is the first time that he's come under severe adversity, and I feel like people are expecting him to, because he's in the GOAT debate for managers. So I feel like people are expecting him to find a solution and make City at least competitive, which hasn't been able to do so far.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's just how people are nowadays, the reactionary. Because I'm sure back in the day, it wouldn't be the same. But anyways,
Yeah.
we're going a bit off topic, but yeah, I mean, let's get back to the game. So, I mean, for this game, Arsenal United, I'm gonna say 3-1 Arsenal. It seems like it's always been that score.
I'll go 2-2.
All right, 2-2 draw. Okay, that's fair. I could see a draw to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, I think even at, I mean, yeah, I think a 2-2 draws, because I think Arsenal defensively, I don't think, because even West Ham scored 2 goals against them, so I think defensively they are kind of vulnerable. I feel like Thomas Partey, he's not the player he was, I don't think, a few years ago. So
Yeah,
maybe,
he's mid nowadays.
yes, I mean, that's something we could maybe exploit. So yeah, got to be interested to see what happens tomorrow. And yeah, it's that. So yeah, I think thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, make smash like and subscribe if you're new. And yeah, I think tomorrow kickoff will be at like around 1:45 a.m. my time. Normally for like the Europa League games, I've already watched Europa League games amongst the season because there have been late night kickoffs. But of course, now we're entering this phase where Premier League games would also be like that. And I feel like I can't miss tomorrow. So I feel like yeah, I'll try to just I won't stay up. I'll just set an alarm and wake up. I guess that's the best thing to do. I guess so. Yeah, let's do that. And yeah, the watch along with that tomorrow as always. And yeah, I mean, we better if we can at least get a draw against them, because my sleep schedule will be greatly disrupted tomorrow. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, I'll see you in the watch along tomorrow.